was sitting here thinking. I was looking at listening to somebody. I can't remember what they were saying. But they were basically saying, I was just thinking about my people. I was thinking about relationship. Oh, no, I was looking at the show. And the girl was like, you too good. You too nice. You too this. Then I was looking at something else. Somebody was like, you need to say nice. That's the problem, bro. When we talking too much. And we talking about too much of nothing instead of enough of something. That's the problem. We talking too much. One thing I noticed growing up is that it seemed like more relationships who gossip about people last a lot longer than relationships who actually build together and create together. Now, why ain't nobody explaining that? You can't explain that, though. Why we can't explain that? You want to say who the devil, who ain't the devil? You don't even know. You probably working for the devil. Last time I checked, you can't even get no money unless you did something crazy. So it's like, what we talking about, bro? Everybody just sitting around gossiping. You really running from... So what I'm trying to say is that we're really running from responsibility that we should have freed ourselves a long time ago. We didn't free ourselves. We're not free yet. And everybody going around it. If I had to put everybody in the blocks, including myself, I'd say we all going around being free. We know what it takes to be free. We know what we need to do to be free, but we ain't gonna do it. And since we're not gonna do it, that's pressure. That's spiritual pressure. That's oppressing ourselves. So what we gonna do? We're gonna hang with people who gossip more than anything. We're gonna hang with people who do not create. And if anything, we're gonna sacrifice those who do create. It's science, man. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? And we know it, we understand it, we know what we need to do, but will we do it, you know? That's the key. Will we do it? Or we gonna keep running our mouth? What did we do, you know? And then we get in this pressure for so long, and what is it? What's really behind these tactics? What's the reason behind it? It's because somebody done got pressure to the point, oh, well, if I blur out all y'all business, if I tell all y'all business, they'll give me a check. And I already know y'all don't like me because y'all done all did something wrong to me. All somebody got to do is one thing wrong to one of us. And we're going to automatically write each other off for the rest of our life, for the rest of their life. And that's programming because everybody going to make a mistake. It depending on what kind of mistake was made. It depends on what kind of mistake was made. I could give examples, but I refuse to. But yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about that. The man, like, it's like, even though we sitting at this plateau where we can heal things, everybody's still standing in between. You do that, you're not gonna get a job. You do that, why though? Why? Everybody else ain't gotta go by that. All the other nationalities ain't gotta go by that. Why us? So that's why people don't hang with people. It's like right now, it's like the clout chasers is being separated from those who really earn their own keep. And you can see that it's a lot of people, no matter what we thought about them, how beautiful they are, nothing. You see there's a lot more people on that clout chaser side than we could have even imagined. Some of the most brilliant people is on the clout chaser side. So, you know, that's what I was just noticing, because I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, why are people not? Because we right now is living in a moment where we can all excel together, where we all need to. This kind of acceleration, this kind of ascension as a unity gonna put us on that. People gotta ask themselves, is it Gaddafi or somebody, why did they really kill that man? People gotta start asking themselves, why is everybody getting killed that try to get us our own currency? Or not even our own currency, but at least get treated equal. We are the majority of the world, so we fund the majority of the... I'm telling you, I ain't gonna get into all that because I ain't even trying to step on no toe right now. Not right now anyway. But I'm telling you, ask yourself something. Why is a lot of relationships I seen people sacrifice relationships that was building together, creating together, um, loving one another, for a relationship that's gonna destroy each other and gossip with each other and talk about somebody else. I know couples who do magic on people. Imagine that. Like, I seen unity in couples, young, growing up, stay together, always tight together. And I kept wondering, like, I had to look harder. Why in the world? How in the world they still? Because they doing magic together on people. You see how that works? So that's why I don't say nothing. Because if I say nothing, it'll ruin people's lives, bro. It'll ruin business. It'll ruin everything. So it ain't about being real, saying name. I ain't never seen nothing real about saying nobody's name. That's just programming too, because a lot of y'all young that started that. If you look at the generation who started saying people's names, they young. And that's when a lot of people started going to prison. Oh, he made a song about it. He locked himself up. There's people out there make a whole song and dry snitching and get themselves locked up. I seen it. Go to jail, go to prison, say, somebody snitched on me. And even if I'm in jail with them, I might say, didn't you make this song? Yeah. You don't think they heard that song? Man, that ain't what I'm saying. Somebody snitched on me. it's like when you that's baffling, bro. When you see something like that, the song probably was hot. Everybody popped the song and everybody was like, ooh, and then he said this. And then he said that. He said, ooh, he real, ain't he? Real. I know, cause I'm gonna tell you something how I know. One of my greatest squad members, one of my closest friends, a brother of mine, they did the same thing to him. They built his head up and we talked about it. He went from the name Nick to KO. Everybody kept calling him KO, filling his head up, but me and him talked about it. I said, let's talk. He came to me, he said, let's talk about this name. And I said, damn, you waited a long time to talk about it. He said, I just want to know what you think about it. I said, I think they're building your head, because he was a high priest. I said, I think they're building your head up to kill yourself. He said, I do too. What else am I going to do? He done built up such a reputation. You see the resemblance in that pattern? Them ain't nothing but program. That's why I say when this smoke clear, everybody gonna have to really abstract. Everybody gonna have to taper off of where they've been getting easy money and start learning how to get their own money and seeing what it takes, understanding the trials and tribulation, and then growing from. That's why I said 3 lifetimes. See, y'all already broken now in this lifetime. God gotta slow it down. I don't know what God gonna do. I can't keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. But it's like this is finna be broken down. You're gonna have to start a new lifetime. But you need to ask yourself, okay, where did you fail at? You need to use the remaining of this life and say, where did I fail at? Where did I go wrong at? They gave y'all security to make sure you didn't get your reparation. They gave y'all security to make sure you didn't get your inheritance. Inheritance and reparations is one and the same. They gave y'all security to make sure you still live a lie. And you feel comfortable, it's signed off, we'll give you everything. Just don't help or support this person. Don't help or support that person. Just stay away from that person. If anything, break them down. I'm telling y'all, bro, you gotta watch the game out here now. But go look it up. The young folk that started saying names, y'all are the same one that started making songs about what you done to people. Before that, music wasn't like that. Hard or not. Music wasn't like that. So don't even put that in our category. We 80 babies. You know what I'm saying? You don't speak for all of us when you say, you tough when you say people's name. That's a damn lie. That's dry snitching. That's a snitch. You snitching, period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You don't speak for me. I was in the street for real. I don't care about your little gossip out there. I had to go out there at 12. So I was done with the streets by the time I was 25. You don't speak for me. Don't nobody speak for me. Don't nobody speak for me. I had to pay my way to get out of that trap. I was ready to get out of it by 18. 2 years after high school, I was ready to get out of it. And I had to bust my ass to get away from that lifestyle. I had to really pay my dues to get out of that lifestyle. I had to really endure my trials and tribulations. The same ladder you go up, the same ladder you come down. Everything I gained in that lifestyle, I lost it just as fast as I was ready to leave that lifestyle. And then I was looking at this one girl, she said, somebody too nice. Is that the truth or is that programming? Because your body can't keep up with that kind of attitude, and it will not keep up with that attitude. Your well will run dry. There's some truth behind every criticism. What that mean when your well runs dry? When God binds you to something. Right now you out there pritzing around, want somebody to want you, want a particular person to want you. Now when you become binded, everybody gonna want you. Even if God got to cripple, warp that energy within your town to make it where it's almost nobody but just you. And then you're going to see not just that person that you wanted to want you, but everybody wants you and going to have you. So then your well going to run dry. People going, it don't matter if you want to wake up, you already woke up, but you're scared. Now let's own up to that. Ain't about who you scared. When I say you scared when you can't face the real problem with your people. If you can go out there and kill each other, if you can go out there and humiliate each other, you can go out there and bang on each other, but you better not even think about doing it to another nationality. And you know that. And that's why I say you scared.